Hey guys, it's me, Schlee. Welcome back for another adventure. This vlog is going to be all about my recent trip to Helen, Georgia. And my family likes to start our vacations before we get to our actual destination, so here we are at a park in Greenville, South Carolina. This park is called Falls on the Reedy, and we decided to stop here just to stretch our legs and get some fresh air and enjoy the beautiful weather. As you can see, it was a gorgeous day. The main centerpiece of the park is this waterfall that you see here, which is part of the Reedy River, and the bridge over the waterfall is also very famous. I'll talk about that a little bit later. All through the garden they had beautiful landscaping, lots of flowers, there was some wildlife including some ducklings and some goslings. The park is also dead center in the middle of the town, which gives a pretty interesting view of the wildlife with the city in the background. It's also very convenient because you can walk through the park and then stop and get a coffee or eat lunch at one of the restaurants. It looked like a great place to spend an entire day, but we were only here for about half an hour. And no matter where you go, there's a beautiful view of the water. We walked all over and we were never very far from it. As I mentioned earlier, this park is well known for this bridge, which is called Liberty Bridge. This is a suspension bridge that has cables only on one side, as you guys see here, and that gives you a completely clear and unobstructed view of the waterfall on the other side of the bridge. And that is such a nice feature because you can really take in the view and enjoy it without anything in your way. You can take some great pictures here, and it just makes for a nice place to stroll around and enjoy the weather. After our outdoor excursion, we decided to grab some lunch and we headed over to Willie Taco, which is a restaurant in Greenville. This is actually a restaurant that's inside of what used to be a feed and seed store, so it has this really cool industrial look to it. Aside from the decor being really interesting, the food was absolutely delicious. Here's my plate. I got the chicken chimichanga, which is one of their specialties, and this was so good. It was really flavorful and well seasoned, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. As you can see here, my plate is completely cleaned because I was not about to leave any of that goodness behind. After leaving Greenville, we continued our drive and we started to get into the really beautiful mountainous part of Georgia. And then we arrived at the world's cutest cabin and I immediately fell in love with it. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour right now. So we have the living room and the dining table back there. Oh, there's a swing! And then we have a screened-in porch with a swing, which you guys will see a lot more in this video, I promise. And then there was the deck area, which I will show later, and also this fire pit, and there was a cornhole game out here as well. Going upstairs was one of my favorite parts. I loved this area of the house. Amber, they have Super Nintendo, we have to play! The bedrooms were all really nicely decorated with vintage furniture and beautiful linens and curtains. It was so cozy and I felt so at home right away. The layout of this house was also perfect. Everything was so organized and easy to find. And really exciting, there was a little free library inside the house, which is perfect for me. You guys know I love to read. Amber, say hi. Hey! Here's the view from the upstairs loft. You can see it's a pretty open space. It's not a huge space by any means, but they had organized it really well and it just felt so cozy. Like I said before, I loved it here, guys. I really did, and you're gonna hear me say that again. Here is the kitchen, which is really well stocked and also nicely decorated. And this was a real log cabin, like I said. It even had sap coming out of the knotholes on the wall. And our host was so sweet. She left us this basket of snacks, which we really appreciated after our long drive. So after checking out the cabin, we had a quick outfit change and then we drove into town, which is Helen, Georgia, like I mentioned earlier. And this town is just so adorable. It is called Alpine Helen. It's nestled in the mountains of Georgia. And it has become a very big tourist attraction, as you guys will see shortly. It's designed to look like an old world style Bavarian village, and it really does look like that. It's very convincing. The architecture here is just fun to look at, and there are tons of shops and restaurants everywhere. There's also art and murals, and not to mention plenty of great places to take photos. They also had live music going on downtown. Lots of things here were also written in German, which just again gives you that whole old world style. And there was some nice landscaping as well, but really just all of this part of Georgia was beautiful. It was so green, the mountains were lovely. You guys are gonna see plenty of that later. One of my favorite parts of the town was this bridge that crosses over the lovely Chattahoochee River. There were some great views from here, plus if you wanted you could actually go tubing on this river. We didn't get to do that, unfortunately. It was a family vacation for us, and not everybody in the family can do tubing or long hikes or things like that. And we didn't want to split up our group, so we decided just to do things that everybody could participate in. I'm sure I'll come back here one day and have the chance to go tubing then. We did take a look around in some of the shops downtown. There are quite a few, like I mentioned before, and they have some really nice things inside them. Really great souvenirs. As cute as the town was, it was very crowded, and since we had had a pretty long travel day already, we were quite tired, so we decided just to head out after taking a few pictures and exploring a little bit. We did stop at Ingles on the way home just to get some groceries, just the essentials. And then for dinner this night, we just picked up some pizza and a salad from a local place called Super Baked. We always love to try local restaurants, and then we got to eat our dinner on the deck outside, and it was so beautiful. The weather was just perfect. I really enjoyed getting to spend so much time out in nature on this trip. This is definitely not the last time we ate outside. I just loved being able to be outside so much. We got a mango habanero pizza with chicken, and we also got a salad on the side. Super easy, and everybody loved it. For dessert, I attacked this delicious brownie batter cookie dough ice cream that I picked up at Ingles. It has all of my favorite things. It's chocolate, it's brownie batter, it's cookie dough. I mean, those are Schlee's 3 main food groups. After dinner, I decided to spend a little bit of time on the swing outside and again, just watch the sunset, enjoy the weather, and just the peaceful nature around the cabin. It was so quiet, we could hear the birds chirping. Oh, and I found a caterpillar, and that was fun. We just finished dinner, and now Amber and I are gonna play on the Super Nintendo and see what kind of games they have. Here we are playing Super Nintendo, and I just have to say, I have played Nintendo games before. I did not have this gaming system as a kid, but I did have some of these exact games on my Game Boy Color, and I do not remember them being this hard. I was terrible at Mario Kart, and I only got through a few levels of Super Mario World, and those were a struggle, y'all. It was so hard. Maybe it's because I'm old now and I'm just not good at games, but my goodness, I do not remember it being this difficult to play these games. Good morning, guys. As you can see and probably hear, it is another beautiful day here in Georgia. We are going to take advantage of the beautiful weather by going underground. There's an old gold mine not too far from where we're staying, so we're going to head over there, take a tour, look around, and explore. I really love this kind of thing. I've been to a couple different old mines in the past, and I'm looking forward to this one. So let's go ahead and head out, and we'll see what happens. I have a small obsession with mining, so this was a huge treat for me. I was so excited to go here. I have been in one other gold mine, and I've also been in a coal mine before. Just a quick note here, if you are claustrophobic, you might want to skip ahead to the next section of the video because it's about to get pretty dark and quite cramped, so just be aware of that. So as our tour descended into the depths of the mine, our guide told us all about the history of the mine, and she also pointed out some interesting aspects and rock formations that were down there. Gold was discovered in Dahlonega in 1828, and that was the catalyst for the first major gold rush in the US. This mine only operated for less than 10 years and eventually ended up shutting down due to the company going bankrupt. And so the mine was abandoned, and with no crew working to keep it in working order and to pump out the water from the water table, which is what you guys see right here, the underground water table, the mine quickly flooded, and it was left that way, flooded and unused for over 70 years. But after that, it was reopened as a historical site, and now we get to explore it. We got to see a lot of the old tools that were used back then when the mine was actually operational. That would have been in the late 1800s and early 1900s. As you can see here, everything's in pretty good shape considering all of this was underwater for over 70 years, like I said before. After the most enjoyable underground tour, we got to do some gold panning of our very own, which was such a cool experience. Very unique. I actually didn't know we were going to get to do this, so I was just thrilled when we actually got the chance. I actually found 2 gold flakes, but you guys don't have to worry. I'm not going to abandon my YouTube channel just because I'm rich now. We're stopping to check out this tomato place. We decided to stop at this little roadside store just because it looked cute. You never know what you might find in a place like this, so we decided to pop in. It was really just a pit stop on the way to our next destination, but they did have some cute home decor. They had some natural products like lip balm and lotion. They also sold ice cream, which is always very important. We found a bookstore. Y'all know what that means? This bookstore had some real gems in it. There were some very rare books that I don't usually see back home, and it was very fun to peruse and browse. I just kept finding things that I hadn't seen anywhere else. I love to read, so I'm always looking for unique books, and this store did not disappoint. There was also a cat. This view right here is one of my favorite ones from the trip. We had to drive on this road a lot to get to different places, and it was so beautiful. I really enjoyed it, so I had to capture it to share it with y'all. Now we are going to get some lunch at a local place called Hofer's. It is German food, which I've never had, I don't think, so I'm excited to try it. Here we are at Hofer's Bakery and Cafe in Helen. This is a lovely little place in the middle of the hustle and bustle. They serve authentic German cuisine here, and they also have a cafe with baked goods. The cafe itself is decorated in the old German style, so it's decorated with murals and hand-carved wooden furniture. Here's a peek at the menu. The other side is written completely in German, which is very cool, along with some very tasty complimentary bread. I got the goulash, which was delicious. Here's Amber's plate. Everything here was so good. The goulash was really savory and a little bit spicy, and the pretzel roll they served with it was so delicious. It was really soft. It had that authentic home-baked taste that you can't get anywhere else. Of course, before we left, we had to stop at the bakery, and yes, everything here was as delicious as it looked, but I'm going to talk more about these goodies later. Alright guys, we are back home now from our adventures today. It is still really nice outside. It is a lovely evening. I just ate a bunch of ice cream, and now I'm going to sit out here on the porch swing and get some reading done. I'm going to start this, which is one of the books I bought today at the little mountain bookshop down the road. So we'll see how it is. Those treats from the bakery made a delicious breakfast the next day. Here I am trying the Bavarian cream-filled donut. This was the best donut I've ever had, and I'm not exaggerating. I promise on my honor as a Schlee that this was the best donut ever. The chocolate icing was divine, the Bavarian cream was spectacular, the donut was so flaky and lightly sweetened. It was just delicious. It was just as good as it looks. Actually, it might be even better than it looks. The apple fritter was also really good, and last of all we have the apple strudel, which was again delicious. We are about to head out for the day. It's another gorgeous day here in northern Georgia. I can't wait to get out there and experience it. Our plan is to go to Anna Ruby Falls, which is a waterfall that's not too far from where we're staying. It's supposed to be really pretty. And after that, we're going to head over to Tallulah Gorge State Park and check out the views. It should be a really fun day. Anna Ruby Falls is located near Georgia's very well-known Unicoi State Park. And that is just a beautiful piece of nature. We got to drive through part of it. To get up to the falls, you hike along a paved path which follows Smith Creek, and that creek eventually flows into Unicoi Lake. So the whole time you're walking, you have beautiful views of the creek, and the relaxing sound of the burbling water is always right there with you. The view at the end of the trail is just stunning. There are 2 waterfalls, and there are also 2 viewing platforms. You can see one of them here. There's also a little bridge and plenty of places to take pictures. There are even benches where you can sit down and just enjoy the view and the sound of the waterfalls. The cascades down below the falls were also beautiful. Basically anywhere you looked, there was something to see. And no matter where you turn, the view is great. You just cannot go wrong with visiting this area. Heading back down the trail was just as nice as going up. You still have the creek there and those beautiful views. We did stop at the park store on the way out to get some souvenirs, and I got a very nice t-shirt. After leaving Anna Ruby Falls, we made our way over to Tallulah Gorge State Park. We started off in the visitor center, which was very spacious and educational. They had exhibits about early settlers in the area, information about hydroelectricity, and even some live specimens that you guys will see later. Downstairs they had more exhibits. Amber really enjoyed this one, showing off the wilderness puppies, as she calls them. After admiring all of that inside, we headed outside to finally check out the gorge itself. We were not able to do the full hike down to the gorge, like I said, because not everybody could do that and we didn't want to leave anybody out. So we just went to the overlooks, but they did not disappoint. We also got to see a lot of beautiful flowers just growing along the trail. This is the view from the first overlook. It's pretty impressive, I think. You can see the gorge there as well as the bridge that passes over it. You can hike down and cross that bridge if you want to. The next overlook gets you quite a bit closer to the water. The sound of the falls was incredible here. I found the view here to be quite interesting. There were some very interesting rock formations where the water had just cut through and carved over time. Here we are at the third overlook, and this one probably has the best view, but you guys let me know in the comments what you think. It's just breathtaking, the whole area is. Of course, we stayed here for a long time, just enjoying it and being happy pretty much. After staring at the gorge for some time, we decided to head home. I made sliders for everybody, and we also had a salad and some french fries for our sides. Super quick and easy, and also delicious, which is very important. Hey guys, it's time for another quick update. I have been out here on the porch swing reading for probably an hour or more at this point. I'm not really sure. I'm about that far into Raft of Despair, so I'm almost done with it. I'm really enjoying this one. It is a true story, and it's written from a first-person point of view, and it's quite different from the other survival at sea stories I've read before, so really like this one so far. I think I'm going to take a break from reading right now and have a little snack. I want to finish the ice cream I bought the other day because I don't have a way to take it home and I don't want to waste it, so I guess I'll have to eat some chocolate ice cream right now. Okay guys, this is the best angle I can get, so I hope you enjoy. I finished all of my ice cream, so Amber is being nice and giving me some of her ice cream. Okay, I've had all my ice cream and some of Amber's, and now I'm going to keep reading. It's still really nice out here, so I'm going to take advantage of the good weather and try and finish this book. Alright guys, I'm back for another update. Yes, I am still on the swing out here on the porch. I absolutely love it out here. It is so beautiful and peaceful and calm. I actually fell asleep. I took a little cat nap on the couch here not too long ago, so if I look sleepy, that's why. It's getting later in the day also. I think it's about 4:30 or 5 o'clock now. We've been up since early this morning doing those hikes and exploring like you guys saw, so I am feeling pretty tired. I'm gonna go in soon and start packing everything up. I'm not quite finished with Raft of Despair. I've got a little bit left to go, but I think I'm gonna enjoy this one all the way through. I'm probably gonna film a video about my books that I read this month actually and give you guys an update on that. So if you're interested, stay tuned. That'll be going up probably in a few weeks. I'm gonna stay out here just a little bit longer because I don't want to go in. I don't want this vacation to end, honestly. I've enjoyed being here even more than I thought I would. I thought I would have a good time on this trip, but it is so nice here in northern Georgia, y'all. I had never been to this area before. I've been to Savannah and Atlanta, like the bigger cities in Georgia, but up here in northern Georgia, Helen and all that, I've never been here. but when I told people, like my coworkers and my friends, I was going here, everyone said it was really beautiful, and now I see what they're talking about. It is absolutely gorgeous. You guys have seen the scenery in the other clips of the vlog, I'm sure, and I just love it here. I would love to come back. I'd love to have a cabin like this someday. It's kind of weird for me to say that because I've always been a beach girl, but I don't know, I might become a mountain girl after this. I think that's really all I have to say as far as an update. Basically, it's been a really nice trip. I love it here. It's super cozy and relaxing, and I hope you guys can get those vibes through this video. So like I said, I think I'll hang out here for just a little while longer, get some more reading done, and then I'll head in and start packing. So here we are, it is the last day of our trip, and we were getting ready to head home at this point. We were a little sad to go, but it had been such a nice trip. Bye, cabin. We weren't going straight home though. We had one more drive through the beautiful Georgia scenery, and then we stopped off at this place, which is Daddy Joe's Beach House Barbecue and Grill, which is a very famous restaurant. It's apparently in the top 25 restaurants in the country, so we just had to stop by and see what it was all about. As you guys can see, the decor is pretty loud, pretty impressive, and extremely fun. The menu for this place was huge, but I was glad to see that. As far as the food itself, it was delicious. I had the prime rib sandwich with potato salad. So good, y'all. Amber got a chopped barbecue plate, and we also got some ribs to try. Everything was great. You cannot go wrong with anything you get here, I promise you. And the hush puppies were delicious. You can't have a good barbecue restaurant without hush puppies. And that was it. That was the last part of our adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure I will have another video like this going up soon, so be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!